Joining us today is Jaris Swidrovich from Saskatoon. And Jaris is the first self-identified First Nations doctor of pharmacy and also a faculty member in pharmacy in Canada. Now, Jaris, first of all, thank you for joining us. But that is just impressive on its own. Just the fact that you have you're the very first self-identified First Nations doctor. How do you feel about that?
I think it's an enormous recognition and also even opportunity, and even in some ways an obligation, but in a positive light, an obligation. I'm really proud that I've had the opportunity to come this far, and really I thank my whole family, but I really thank my mother um, for everything she's done for us.
Now, I look at a list of your accomplishments, Jaris, and also the things that you're doing and the things you're involved with. I honestly don't know how you have time to do all of this, but let's talk about this petition that you have now, and tell me about the deadline for it and what exactly is the petition about.
Yeah, so it's an online petition. Anyone can Google it. It's e-petition 2135, and it's a petition to the Minister of Indigenous Services Canada, so a federal petition. And so right now, in most provinces across Canada, pharmacists are able to offer professional services to patients. For example, comprehensive medication assessments, in which a pharmacist sits down with the patient for up to an hour, goes over their complete medical history, electronic medical record, blood tests, immunization history, you name it, and then 2 more follow-up appointments within a calendar year. However, unfortunately, First Nations and Inuit people are excluded from receiving that service in 8 out of the 10 provinces across Canada. So this petition is to ask the Minister of Indigenous Services to recognize these professional pharmacy services as a benefit for First Nations and Inuit peoples also.
Okay, and again, Jaris, if people want to sign the petition, what should they be searching for?
So I would Google e-petition 2135 and it will come up.
And why are you so passionate, Jaris, about being involved and helping the Indigenous community? I know that obviously you are self-identified as a First Nations person, but you know, you could choose to take your practice elsewhere and not help the community, which unfortunately a lot of people, you know, just do their own thing. Why is it so important for you to give back and help out in this way?
Oh, that's a very complex and perhaps long-winded answer, but I'll summarize it as best as I can. So I am a member of Yellow Quill First Nation along with my sisters and my mother. My grandmother, who I never had the opportunity to meet, she attended residential schools. My own mother was taken twice as part of the 60s scoop and put into non-Indigenous foster care for most of her childhood, along with her 9 other siblings. So I've witnessed firsthand how our previous Canadian government policies have impacted the lives then of my family, and also still now, looking at my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, and then my own family. And I recognize that lots of the opportunity I have been given is because my mother ran away from foster care the first time when she was 12. She wanted to eventually create a life for her family that would become her own family, and she wanted to create a family that nobody could take away from her. So thankfully, she was successful in that regard, and this is my way of giving back. A long time ago, I got the words "Be the Change" tattooed right on my arm as a reminder to myself to never complain or argue about something that I'm not doing my own part in terms of making things better. So it's more complicated than even that, but ultimately it's primarily fueled by my family and the social interactions that I've been part of here in my own community.
All right, Jaris. Well, we thank you so much for giving back and for everything that you are involved in. We're out of time for now, but we'll speak with you again soon about more of the initiatives that you are involved in.
You betcha. Thank you.